there.
Right, exactly.
Stephen Marquardt combined pentagons and triangles all with the 1.618 ratio and built a mask. He claims that the closer a face conforms to his mask, the more beautiful it is.
Let's start with, say, Kate Moss.
All right.
You know, Kate looks totally different than the others,
Right.
but if I put the mask on her, you can see that it fits very closely. The interesting thing about Kate is that her eyes are preternaturally wide or unusually wide. Her eyebrows fit beautifully, her lips, her nose, her jawline is very, very nice, even if the hairline is exactly what it should be.
And it's not just women. The same mask can be put on men. And Tom Cruise fits it perfectly. In fact, Stephen claims it fits any human face so long as it's beautiful.
Here's one of my favorite actors, star of stage, screen, and television. And let me just see how he fits. Oh, what a handsome guy.
Oh, it's Paul Newman.
It is Paul Newman. Wait a
No,
minute.
wait a moment.
It's better than Paul Newman. It's John Cleese.
Don't tell me that.
My gosh.
You got a moustache grid? To my surprise, it didn't fit my face at all, though Stephen had a good excuse for me.
Quite frankly, it's very masculine. You'll see in a man,
This
the
is very
eyes are
kind way
narrower.
of putting it.
Well,
Go on.
not
The
really.
eyes are what?
The eyes are always narrower in a man, and your eyes are narrower than the grid. The lips are thinner, and you can see your lips are thinner here, and your nose is narrow just like the grid. And actually, your nose is a little shorter,
Oh, I should get along with it.
which is good, actually.
Having discovered the mask, Dr. Marquardt was able to successfully use it as a template when reconstructing patients' facial deformities.
Okay, now Elizabeth Hurley, she's almost as good looking as you, but let's see, I think, oh my gosh, it's pretty darn close. The eyebrows are just on the upper edge of the mask, giving this nice arch. It looks beautiful.
Oh, don't tell us.
So, yeah, it'll be our secret. The cheeks are perfect. The nose fits beautifully in there. The lips, the width of the lips is great. The lower lip has a beautiful curvature. The chin and jawline is great. It's just remarkable how it fits.
So Elizabeth's face is absolutely perfect, apparently. Personally, I think her nose is a bit pointy, but...
John.
Not you, Elizabeth. Another Elizabeth. So, that's everything that we can say about beauty that's universally true. So now we need to look at all that stuff about beauty being in the eye of the beholder. Or, in this case, the beholder being in the eye of the beauty. In other words, stuff that varies from place to place and from era to era. Yes, folks, we're entering the world of fashion. Take the fashions in skin tone. For centuries in Europe, looking pale was extremely fashionable. Elizabeth I used a mixture of white lead and vinegar to look as pale as possible. Unfortunately, it was poisonous and it had a tendency to run. Then, 400 years later, the suntan was suddenly in. Previously, it was a sign of a common type who worked outdoors with his hands. Yuck! But now a suntan meant you were wealthy enough to travel to the sun for your holidays.
The fact that so much film was made in Hollywood in the 50s and 60s had incredible influence internationally on the thought that a tanned appearance was healthy and was good and was beautiful.
So the suntan came in, and now it's beginning to go out of fashion. But is there any more to it than just fashion? Dr. Ramachandran is bravely prepared to hazard a biological explanation for preferring pale skin.
Every medical student is taught that anemia, cyanosis, which means a bluish tint of the skin, and jaundice, which means a yellowish discoloration of the skin, is much easier to detect in a fair-skinned person, especially a blonde, than in a brunette. So from a distance of 20 feet, you can say if the blonde is anemic, because she's pale-skinned, whereas a brunette can disguise this fact and fool you. So in a sense, a brunette is saying, come and mate with me, but you don't know if she's anemic or not. Whereas a blonde, there's truth in advertising. The blonde is saying, look, I'm healthy and pink. Come and spread your genes, mate with me.
So even a fashion like pale skin may have a biological underpinning. Take hair. A full head of lustrous hair is a sign of youth, vitality, and health. But the fashions in hairstyles change all the time, unpredictably. For example, in 1624, Louis XIII lost his hair and had to wear a wig. As he was king, the entire French court instantly followed the new fashion, and soon developed it beyond recognition until the wigs became so large that some of them were sublet. Between the demands of fashion and the desire to obey our biological hardwiring, the need to present ourselves as youthful, healthy, and fertile, we all spend a huge fortune every year on our beauty. But is all this fuss about beauty really justified? Well, for young people, it makes a lot of sense. Essentially what they're looking for is pretty basic.
When you're young, you don't care about mental beauty. My mother would always try to fix me up with the lady at church's daughter who was a great piano player. That's the last thing I wanted to date.
Made her own clothes.
Exactly, made her own clothes. Isn't that wonderful? She likes to read. Oh, great, Mom. I can't wait. So I was looking for a beautiful, a beautiful girl who was the prom queen. Exactly. I didn't care if she had a brain or not. I was just attracted to beauty, and young people are attracted to beauty.
So when you're young, looks are really important. But what happens when you grow a little older? When people are seeking a partner, a serious one, not a himbo or a bit of fluff, some flibbity-gibbet for a bit of fun on a Saturday night. So, what are the things that we're really looking for in a long-term partner?
My study of 37 cultures looks as about physical attractiveness as third or fourth in importance. Men, when they're doing mate selection, they look for partners who are intelligent, who are kind, who are understanding, who are dependable, who are attractive, but also who are healthy and emotionally stable. There are a large collage of characteristics that come into play in long-term mating that don't really come into play in short-term mating.
Thank you, darling. It's beautiful.
Good, good, good.
Is the other one for me, too?
No, that's for my mistress.
Mistress?
Mm-hmm.
You have a mistress?
Mm-hmm.
You never told me.
It's not important.
I didn't know you had a mistress.
Oh, I see her only, every 2 weeks? It's not important. It's only for sex. Just for sex.
Well, who is she? Anyone I know?
She's a showgirl. Morris has one, too.
Your business partner has a mistress?
Mm-hmm. They're in the same show. Pass the soap, please.
Can I see her?
Of course, if you're interested. Why not? Why not?
Which one is she?
Who?
Your mistress?
The brunette, third from the left.